Hello friends, I am Sunil here. Today we are going to discuss about a program about conversion from binary to decimal. As you all know, a number system with two unique symbols, that is 0 and 1, is the binary system with a base of 2. And a number with 10 unique symbols starting from 0 to 9 is the decimal system with a base of 10. So here we are going to take an example of a binary number 10010 and see how we are going to convert it into decimal. Before going into the program, let me just explain you how we normally do the calculation for that. From the extreme right of the number, binary number, the first digit we take 2 raised to 0, second one 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3, 2 raised to 4. In this order we move from right to left. And then multiply the value 0 with this 2 raised to 0, the first one. This 1 we multiply with 2 raised to 1, we get 2. Then this 0 we multiply with 2 square, we get 0. 0 into 2 cube, 0. Then 1 into 2 raised to 4, we get 16. So each digit we multiply with the corresponding to power of 2. And we get the results. 2 raised to 0 into 0, 0. 2 raised to 1 into 1, 2. 2 raised to 2 into 2, 0. 2 raised to 2 into 0, 0. This into 0, 0. 2 raised to 4 into 1, 16. Then we sum up all that. 16 plus 0 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is equal to 18. So this is the decimal value. This is how we calculate normally the decimal value from a binary number. So in the program, how we calculate this, how we arrive at this decimal number, the same number we are taking. In the program, the number the variable we give it as n, the number variable is n. So n has the value of 10010. Then we repeatedly divide this number by 10. We repeatedly divide this number by 10. So 10010 divided by 10, you get remainder 0. The i's value of I starts from 0. Initially the value of I starts from 0, then it increments by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So the value of n is 10010. You divide by 10, you get a remainder 0. Then sum is equal to sum plus remainder into power 2i. That means 2 raised to I, that power. So here in this case, 10010 is the number, you are dividing, you get a remainder 0. The value of I is 0. So sum is equal to, sum is 0. Initially we are initializing the sum by 0 before entering into the loop. So this is 0 plus remainder is 0. This is the remainder. Remainder is 0 into power 2 raised to I means we can write it as 2 raised to 1. 2 raised to 0. In this case, first case, I is 0. So 2 raised to 0. So 0 plus remainder is 0 into 2 raised to power of I. 2 raised to power of I is 0. So everything becomes 0. 2 into 0, 0. 2 raised to 0 is any number raised to 0 is 1. So 1 into 0 will become 0 plus 0 is 0. Now the value of n, next value of n will be the quotient. N will be the quotient. That is 1001. You take the new value of n as the quotient of after this division. That is 1001. Again you divide this number by 10, you get remainder 1. The I value has been incremented by 1. So here you calculate the sum again. So sum will be, original sum is 0, that is this value. This value is 0, original sum is 0, plus remainder is 1. Here the remainder is 1 into 2 raised to I, 2 raised to the power of I. 2 raised to I means in this case I is 1, 2 raised to 1. So 2 raised to 1 into 1 is 2 plus 0 is 2. 2 plus 0 is 2. So here the sum is 2 at this point of time. Now again we do the repeated division by 10. That is 1001 divided by 10. we get remainder 0. The value of I has been incremented one more. That is from 1 it has become 2. So again we compute the sum. Sum is the previous value of sum is this 2. So that 2 plus remainder is 0. 0 into 2 raised to I. 2 raised to I is 2 raised to 2. That is 2 raised to I is 2 raised to 2. That is 4. But 4 into 0 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. So that is how we get 2 here. Because this becomes 4 into 0, 0 plus 2 is 2. Now again we do the repeated division by 10. So 100 divided by 10. Remainder is 0. I is 3. Sum is equal to whatever the previous sum was, here it was 2. So 2 plus 0 into 2 raised to I is 2 raised to 2 cube. So 0 into 2 cube is 0 plus 2, 2. So sum is 2 here. Now again we do the repeated division. Again we do the division. So here then what happens is the numerator becomes lesser. When the numerator becomes less, we take the mod of that, the 1 as the resultant. So 2 plus 1 into 2 raised to 4. The resultant is 1. 2 plus 1 into 2 raised to 4. That is 16 plus 2, 18. When numerator is less, we take the mod. We take the mod. So as here as the resultant. So 2 plus 1 into 2 raised to 4. That is 16 plus 2, 18. 18 is the final value of the sum. 18 is the final value of the sum. This sum is nothing but the decimal number. Sum is nothing but the decimal number which we have already calculated before. So this is how the program works in the computer. That now we'll see how the program works now. Initially the value of n is 10010. It will enter the while loop with that value. It will calculate the remainder n mod 10, that is 0. It will come here, calculate the sum, that is this calculation, and it will divide n by 10. So you will get 1001 as the next step. The loop will again be repeated. Then remainder will be n mod 10, that is 1. It will calculate i's value will be 1. I is incremented here every time. Every time I is incremented by 1. So the sum is calculated again. Then again n will be divided by 10, that is 100. I will be incremented by 1. N mod 10 will be 0. And you will calculate the sum. Then again you will divide, n will become 10 now. You will divide by 10. Value of I will be incremented, it will become 3. And sum will be calculated. Then when it comes here, the division, then it will divide by 1 by 10. N will be 1 by 10. When the numerator is less, then n mod 10, the numerator will be the resultant. That is 1 will be taken as the remainder. And you will calculate the sum. So you will get the sum as 18. So now the value of n is 1 by 10. It will come out of this while loop. And at that point of time, the value of sum is 18. When it is coming out of the while loop, the value of the sum is 118. So with that value of sum 18, 18 is nothing but the decimal number. Now we will see how the code works now. Here is the code now. You are entering the binary number here. So once after entering the binary number, it is passed into this function bin to deck. Here it will come with the value of n. The value of n is passed into this function. Here is the while loop which I had already mentioned before. So the repeated division takes place here till the time n becomes 1 by 10. When the value of n becomes 1 by 10, this condition is not satisfied, n will be less than 0. And it will come out of the while loop with the value of sum, final value of sum. So now we will run the program. Compile the program first. Now we will execute the program with different values of binary number. So let us give the first value 10010. So this is 18. The decimal value for the binary number 10010, the decimal equivalent is 18. So we will run again then with another value. So now I am giving a binary value of 10101 0. The decimal value is 42 for this given binary number. Now, again we will run for one last time. 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 1 1. So this is the binary number. The decimal equivalent for that binary number is 351. Okay, so this is how it works. Thanks very much.